Well, hey there, first generation atheist talking to you right now. I just have a few notes space to reply. First of all, you said that you had a couple of good questions. No, you had you know, not very good questions at all, but that's sort of me picking on you. So let's just get on to the real point. Now, I'm curious as to why you called your post, why you entitled it Evolution Questions when your first question was based on the Big Bang, and then you later went on to about weather and various other topics. Um, wouldn't it have been a better post if it was just science questions, or would that make you sound not ignorant? Rather, you'd make you sound ignorant. Anyway, as to actually answering your question, I'm sure you've already heard the answer several times already. It is called gravity. Gravity, alright? This little thing that holds everything down on Earth. Here's a very basic idea, is that you have objects like this floating around in space. It could be microscopic, or it could be the size. And they all have their own gravity. It's very weak when they're small, but still, over time, they can gradually collide together, stick together, and then as more comes in, it gets bigger and bigger. It also applies pressure, which is also a good thing because the pressure can cause heat and can cause fusion, or yeah, I think it's fusion. But getting ahead of myself, it gets bigger and bigger, and as the objects get bigger and bigger, the gravity pull becomes more even throughout the entire object, so it becomes more and more round. So this is why asteroids are sort of like lumpy potato shapes floating around in space. It's because they don't have enough gravity to be round. Pretty simple. As for the actual evolution questions, am I done with that one? Pretty sure I'm done with that one. No, you mentioned air going over the planets and stuff like that. Yeah, you see, we wouldn't say that because we know that there's not air in space. Yeah, that's why it's called space. That's why it's called a void. Um, so there's already air on the planet, on the surface of the planet, the surface that's already round, so it can't cause the round planet because it's already... Yeah, anyway. Also, I have a mini question, which is, you tried saying, like, well, of course we don't think it's round because of God, because we don't believe in God. Just out of curiosity, how does a round planet prove God? Just a tiny question there. As for deer and cars, cars have only been around for 100 years, thereabouts. Yeah. You see, deers haven't gone through enough generations yet to have enough genetic mutations who are adverse to cars to, develop into a whole new species. Yeah, you'd know that if you went to, high school. The bait for fish. This is, I thought, very funny. The bait is supposed to look like food they want to eat, or it has food that they want to eat on it, like worms and stuff, like you said. If there managed to be a fish that was born with a mutation that didn't like the kinds of food it needed to survive on, it would die. Okay? It wouldn't be able to pass on its genes. We use things that we know fish enjoy and attract their attention. There you go. As for hammerhead sharks, a quick look on Wikipedia, just a couple of seconds, tells you that there are in fact 9 known species of hammerhead sharks. So there isn't just one species, there's a whole bunch. They go anywhere between about a meter long to 6 meters long. So, sorry. And according to them, it has something to do with, it allows them to swim better, to turn better, and it just so happens to be like a happy accident that one of them managed to do that, and then it developed into a species eventually, given time, indeed. As for weather, I don't know enough about weather to actually give a coherent reply. As to my beliefs, I do believe in things. You yourself are saying that we believe in evolution, so obviously we do have beliefs. We just don't use faith for that belief. We need evidence. We need reasons to believe in something. As for my family, My mom is a Catholic, my dad is an agnostic, and I believe both my brother and sister still consider themselves Catholics. I love them absolutely dearly, and I don't think that they're idiots because they believe in a religion. I think it's actually because of how we've all grown up and the environments we've been in, it's quite reasonable that they've all had religious beliefs. Um, uh, so I actually don't think that they're idiots. As for you, and you saying like how have all of your religious friends been experiencing us atheists, you have to understand our comments when we're calling you an idiot, we're calling you a moron. We're only talking to you. You had it right when you were just throwing off that comment before of that's what we think, and then you went on to call us how sick you thought us were. We were. So yeah, no, our comments are directed to you and only to you when we talk to you. And since you're the one who started with the whole stupid and bastard and everything like that, you are a fucking stupid bastard, the most moronic human being I've ever seen in my entire life, and are so full of arrogance you can't even see it yourself. That's all I really have to say, and that's all you really deserve.